going? How you feeling? God bless you. Happy Monday. All right, let's get TikTok. Trying to get TikTok live started. Thank you for the thumbs up, whoever you are. I appreciate it. How are you today? Oh man. Checking my messages this morning. Andrew, how are you? I'm well. How are you? Jerry, how's it going from Cleveland? How's that weather up there? What's going on in here? I just came on, Max. I just logged on. How you feeling today? Where you tuning in from? I'm dual streaming, so I'm on YouTube. I'm gonna be setting up a live on TikTok also. How you doing, Kevin? How are you? I'm doing good. I'm good. Took my time getting up this morning. I stayed up late, but I'm good. Everything is good. Happy Monday, guys. Happy Monday. I hope your morning is going well so far. How was everyone's weekend? Did you get your rest? Were you busy? I'm good, John. I'm good. Thank you, Andrew, for the compliment. I'm good. All is well with me. It's going to be another hot day in Texas. Yesterday it was 105 here. It's going to be another hot day today. Welcome in, guys. I am dual streaming today. I got a live going on TikTok and YouTube. Alonzo, welcome in. Phil, how's it going? Javon, how are you? I'm doing good, Mr. Frank. Good afternoon to you. Did you get some good rest last night, Mr. Friend? How's your day going so far? What you up to? How's Rainy? How's your son doing? Panan, how you doing? Good morning to you, Barbed Wire. How are you today? Bella Kang, how are you? How's everybody doing? How's everybody today? My day is going good. I stayed up late last night. I was out riding a bike and I stayed up late. Went to bed kind of late, but you know, it's okay. My day is going well. You took the day off? She just burped? Not great rest? Oh, we gotta do something about your sleep, Mr. Friend. I worry about you. We all need good sleep. Oh, today is gonna be 107 degrees. Wow. Okay, Matt, how you doing? Kermit, how are you? Victor, how's it going? Tony, thank you for the roses. Paul, welcome in. I can't believe that. Not 107 degrees. Oh, where my tiny house is at home for me, it will be 109. I pray it doesn't get that hot. You got too much on your mind? Think about it only in the day, Mr. Friend. When it's time to go to bed, don't think about it. You gotta shut it off. Top of the morning, Paul. Rejected one, how are you? It's windy out here today. It's windy. No, I was responding to someone's comment. He said his bird burped. I remember better at night for some reason. I think maybe that's because, at nighttime you lay down, you're still nothing is really going on, so you have the time to think. Loud, this is my hair, but thank you. Red the Chameleon, welcome in. Corbin, thank you for liking the live. I am Bruce Fraser. How are you, Kid Galaxy? Welcome in. My sickness is striking out on eggs. I'm gonna play some more reggae to get them relaxed. Quiet time. Then you lose sleep. Can you ask me something? Sure. I am Bruce. Thank you for liking the live. Let me back up the camera a little bit. It's way too close. Melvin, how are you doing today? Good morning to you, Kid Galaxy. I can't believe it's gonna be that hot. Oh. Where am I from? I'm from Texas. I'm in America. Anatoly, how are you? Anatoly, how are you? Bruce, thank you for the roses. I'm good, Melvin. I'm good. John, welcome in. John, you come on somebody's live and you ask that question? You from Michigan? How's the weather over there? James Stewart, how's it going? Thank you for the compliment, Melvin. John, how's it going? Thank you for the roses. Thank you, Anatoly. I appreciate the compliment. Warm and sunny. Ireland, thank you, Irish Jimmy. My day is going well. I hope your day has been going well. Thank you, John, for the hearts. My bird didn't really burp. She just imitates people burp, cough, just random imitation. Rainy is intelligent. Then they, Robert, how's it going? No, it's hot. It's blazing down here, Melvin. Thank you, Bernard. Your day is God life. That's wonderful. I'm not married. Trump troll, good morning to you. How are you? Anatoly said, "Will you be my wife?" How do you know you wanna marry me? What if I'm not a nice person? What if I'm mean? How are you? How have you been? Good morning, guys. Buenos dias, Carlos. ¿Cómo estás? amaneciste? ¿Cómo va? ¿Cómo te sientes? Choncho, thank you for the co-populars. I appreciate you. Peter, how's it going? Welcome in. Rainy is smart for a small creature. I'm always amazed how smart birds are. I believe they have much denser brains than mammals. Good morning to you, Gerald. How are you? I'm doing well today. I'm doing good. My morning is off to a good start. Thank you, Choncho, for the Go Populars. Thank you. I always appreciate you stopping by. Daniel, good morning to you. Welcome back. Austin, how's it going? Papa Nagini, good night to you. What if you're mean? I would say definitely a chance. Yeah, what if I'm mean and you get married to me and I make your life miserable? Yeah, it's windy over here. I think somebody ate up my other Biscoff. Because I know I had some Biscoff. And I don't know where it went. Somebody ate my Biscoff. Because last time I was on the live, didn't I have... I had some left. Where did it go? Where did my Biscoff go? Right? Thank you, guys, for Dominique. Yeah, I got some coffee. Well, the last time I came on, right, I had Biscoff. I still had some in my package, right? That's the funniest thing, Paul. I had still had Biscoff, right? From Sedona, Arizona. Welcome in, Derek. I still had some, right? Good seeing you. Oh, Austin, I hope you feel better. I hope you feel better. I went to grab my Biscoff and I had another package, some left. I don't want to open this up because then I don't want to, the other one's going to get stale. Gracias, Carlos. Igualmente, gracias. Espero que tengas un lindo día. Man, I'm going to be mad if somebody else ate it, okay, but if they moved it, I don't want my Biscoff to get stale. We're all human, but I'm betting you have a kind nature that is your core. Thank you, Derek, for the compliment. You from Corpus Christi, Steven? I'm in North Texas. Hard to find a real natural woman today. Most of them have lots of fake items on their body. Nick says, how are you? Yeah, I don't want my other cookies to get stale. Hopefully, somebody ate them okay good, but hopefully they're not hiding somewhere. DJ, welcome in. Joe Man, how's it going? Got my coffee. So I can dip my Biscoff. Dip my Biscoff in the coffee. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, Daniel. Last time I came on, I had some, and I wasn't finished with that pack. Vernon, thank you for the rose. You're trying to make it through Monday? You'll make it, Nixus. I pray that you have a lovely day. If you're at work, I pray your work day goes by smoothly. I'm doing good. I'm doing very good. Puerto Rican love their coffee. You never been on TikTok? I got a dual stream going on TikTok, and I post most of my content on TikTok because I can't post everything. Like I do dance videos, I can't do that on YouTube. What was the term for an older woman trying to seduce you? You talking about a cougar? Yeah, I wasn't on TikTok until about over a year ago. I made my account, and then like a few weeks later, I started going live. Puerto Rican? Y'all know I'm not Puerto Rican, right? I mean, one person in my family, my great grandfather was Puerto Rican, but it didn't even show up in my DNA. Good morning to you, Brent. How you doing, darling? There's my dose of sunshine. Scraggly something? I am mixed. I'm mixed, but the Puerto Rican didn't show up in my DNA. So like almost, I don't know, close to 60% of my DNA coming from Europe, and the other 40 is coming from different parts of Africa. My dad's side, they're Scottish, English, mainly Scotland, England, German, Wales, Ireland. My mom's side, they black. My mama's sister, and different parts of Africa. But my mom also has some Irish and some Lithuanian on her side too. You well rested? I'm happy to hear it. You look like you are going to be a tough person. What do you mean by that? The dance videos come around the corner. How you doing, Dominic? Welcome in to my city. How are you? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Vernon. I think when I tell people the percentages, they're able to visualize it a little bit. Guess how's it going? I see you, 13. So now that Brent is here, I can tell y'all what happened to me last night. I may see you on a pedestal, but it's a reasonable and not higher than builders in Dubai. So, last night, I took Yo-Yo out for a ride on the e-bike, and then I took Yaya out. Me and Yo-Yo, we rode for about an hour. And lots of people around here, they have like gators or little four-wheelers, just golf carts, right? And we went into a part of the neighborhood, and we came across some dudes on a little gator, and they were drinking, and they felt the need to call me and my daughter gay because we were on the e-bike. They spotted us, and as soon as I seen them, I was like, I need to go another way. And they're like, gay, and then they like, one of them told the other one, I guess the other one driver, like, go get him. So they were telling, like, let's go mess with him. And they were shouting, yelling profanities at us and stuff. And I'm like, they think that we're two young girls. They don't know that I'm a mom on the bike with my daughter. And if they really want to mess with me, I can be a problem. How you doing, Janice? Good morning to you. Lefty, how are you? And we ran into them. Like, I just ignored them. And they followed us for a little bit. And eventually they left us alone. And then I came across them 3 other times. But yeah, that was pretty interesting. I'm like, these dudes, why are you see two girls out and you just wanna why you see 2 girls out and you wanna mess? It's like four dudes in a cart on their little gator, and they see us and they wanna mess with it. No, they were men, they were adults. They were like young adults. And the bug unknowingly while streaming. I'd feel bad, lion. Are you and a kid? Huh? Igualmente, God loves us. Que Dios te bendiga. Muchísimas gracias. Thank you, Lippy. It was raggedy something, but you were right. Janice. Oh snap, they gonna make Tabby put the Yeah, they messing with me and my daughter. But your favorite? I didn't understand what you know. You and Jessica, Janet Jackson, can pass her. Pedro, how are you? Good morning to you. Dragon, how's it going? Sorry guys, they're doing construction over there. And so that happened. It's much better. I have 2 daughters. And they weren't catcalling, they were just being mean. Like the stuff that they were saying wasn't nice. And I have my 12-year-old daughter, she's having to hear that. And I told her, I said, you know what? Yo, that's why mama takes her pew pew with her. Because you can't, it's... Sean, how's it going? Welcome in. Owen, how are you? So, we went up another little street. Now, I don't usually take the e-bike up the street because it's not as much light and the road is kind of bumpy. So Yo-Yo's like, why don't we ever go there? I said, well, it's darker over there. And so I was like, I'll go and I'll show her. So we go up the street, hardly any lights, but there's a bunch of dogs. I forgot that there's a bunch of dogs on the street. So we're riding, and all of a sudden we see this Great Pyrenees come out of the gate. And I'm thinking, oh, hopefully he's going to stop. No, he went through the gate and started chasing after us, and he was barking. And Yo-Yo was like, she scooted closer, and she's like, mama. I said, it's okay, I'm pedaling, we're going to get away. And I was like, is he still there? She's like, no, it's gone. She was scared. I say, mama not gonna let nothing happen to you. She's like, I know, but still, she was laughing. She's like, why people don't put up their dogs? I said, I don't know. But it was funny. He was close. It was real close. Because he came at the other dog, the one that was chasing me and Yaya. I saw him from afar, so I was ready. But the one that came after us last night, I didn't get it. I had to catch up. Jay, how you doing? Exactly, then you'd be the bad guy. If the pew pew made an appearance, yeah, they messing with us. Smack J, how you doing? Thank you, Eric. Had a pack of hot dogs to slow them down. Carrying around hot dogs to deter. What if they don't want them hot dogs? What if they just want to mess with us? Sean, thank you for the heart, man. Yeah, the crazy things that we run into while out riding the e-bike late at night. The dogs, I don't. They being dogs, but them men messing with us, that wasn't cool. I told Yaya, she was mad. She was like, how dare they mess with y'all? I said, I don't get, this is the thing. And it's the same thing when I come on live. Why? I see you, Emma. I'm not here, though, to connect with anybody romantically, though. I appreciate you. The only thing about it is the same thing on the live. Why do some men, see women or a woman and they want to mess with them? Like, these were adults. I could tell by their voice. I saw them. They're young adults, bigger guys. Why you see two girls? Why you want to mess with them? It's strange to me. Why would you see? Sometimes I feel like maybe some men are unaware that the stuff that women have to deal with. Like, you don't see women messing with men when they out by themselves, because we trying to get to where we're going. We know that it's dangerous. We know that it's dangerous. We're not trying to speak. We're not trying to hang out. We're trying to get to where we're going and get away. Stay out of sight. We don't want to. We're not trying to talk. We're not trying to do none of that. Good morning to you, Kevin. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What's going on? Nothing much. We hanging out. Yeah, some people, Papa Joe, some people think that TikTok and YouTube is dating sites. It's okay if you meet your partner on here, but that's not why I'm here. Rejection coming out as aggression. I don't know, but it makes, you know. And the funny thing about it is, I told my daughter, I said, you know what? They would never look at me and think that I'm carrying something on me to protect myself. And I told her, I said, you don't mess with people because you never know. They wouldn't look at me and think that I had something on me. And I told her, I said, as you get older, if you're out, let's say you go out with your friends and stuff like that, I said, if somebody messes with you, always try to walk away. Now, if you got to defend yourself, protect yourself, do it. I said, but you never know what a person has on their person. At this point, everything is a dating site. I'm good, Jeremias. I'm good. They see you as strong and they are secure. But yeah, you don't mess with nobody. For a while, I wasn't taking my pew pew with me when I would go bike riding, and then I was like, no, it's gonna be weirdos out to take it with me. Thank you, TJ. I prayed for you last night. Prayed for you and little TJ and your girls, your grandbabies. Jenna said, at this point, everything is a dating site. I had a 9mm, but if I see trouble, I go the other way. Yeah, you don't want, like last night, they started yelling at us. I just went the other way. You try to escape, you know? I get so sick of women on here half-dressed, wanting to be friends, leave something to... I don't know. I think I cover up. I dress modestly, but I feel like women should, you know, they wonder why rape is high. So, Miguelita, how you doing? If a woman does show skin, when you said, I get so sick of women on here half-dressed, wanting to be friends, leave something to the imagination. Even if a woman does show some skin, it's not her fault, though, that a man cannot control himself. A man should be able to look at a woman, even if she's completely naked, and know that that you still have to have permission to be with that woman. Just because you see a woman, just because a woman shows skin or cleavage, you still have to get permission. A woman showing some skin, that's not an invitation. That's not permission for a man to just do whatever he wants. You realize that, right? I had a fan, thank you for the follow. Yeah, like, that's disturbing. Just because a woman may show some skin. Now, you guys know me. I come on here, I'm always fully clothed. I'm always covered up. But if a woman wants to show some skin, that is not an invitation that you can have your way with that woman. You realize that, right? Like, you know what consent means? What are they seeking? But that way of thinking is putting, even if she was seeking attention, that's still not an invitation for a man to do whatever he wants to do with that woman. What was so bad about what you said is that, let me scroll back up so I can read what you said. You said, then they wonder why rape is high. You do know how serious a statement that is, right? And if you look at the studies, women have been fully clothed. They have been covered. It's not just certain clothing that provokes that, right? What about little kids? What about babies? They wearing little kids' clothes. What does that mean? I think studies and statistics show us that it doesn't matter what a woman is wearing. It's a matter of some men, not all men, some men don't know how to control themselves. Don't put it, it's not, okay, I'm gonna say this and then we're gonna move along, okay? I think that society needs to stop putting that right there, that responsibility. Men need to take responsibility and accountability for their own actions. It is not a woman's responsibility to control your urges for you. You got to be able to see. I don't care if the woman is naked and she's standing in front of you. That is not an invitation for you to put your hands or touch that woman. It's high because men are violent lovers, not because of how women dress. It's okay. You can, if I see something that's attractive, I'm gonna look at it. I'm not denying that, but you should not, to say that that's the reason why rape is high because of a woman dress. No, because little kids get raped. Not just little girls, little boys get raped. So you mean to tell me a little boy wearing a Power Ranger shirt and some basketball shorts, what he was wearing was enticing a man, he was asking for it? Men get raped too. So you mean to tell me men, they asking for it too? Violent losers, not lovers. I believe in covering up. You guys know that I'm fully covered at all times. But that is my own personal preference. I'm not going to talk about a woman because she maybe she has a nice body and she want to show off her body. Ain't nothing wrong with that. To each their own. But for you to say that because a woman is dressed, men get raped all the time. Let's talk about that. Little boys get raped too. Just because what a woman decides to wear, that is not an invitation. That doesn't mean that they were asking for it or they were seeking that attention. Because what about children? What about children that get abused, that get assaulted? How you doing, Christian? If a woman women can cover up, but if they decide not to cover up, a man still has to learn like what consent is. You can look at that woman all you want to and desire her. Okay, cool, right? She's showing skin. She know people gonna look, but you don't touch. You don't get close. Like I share, I want men to realize that the dangers and just how women and little girls have to operate, and even little kids. Because if you got sons, little boys too, you have to teach them this too. As a man, do you know what it feels like to worry about? So if you're a man, just like me and my daughters, we were out riding our e-bike late last night, and we got those men messing with us, shouting profanities at us. We don't have to worry about being robbed. We have to worry about somebody overtaking us. We have to worry about rape. Do you know what it's like to constantly walk around every single day of your life and realize that you got to watch where you go? You got to watch the people that you're around. You have to be careful because it's a possibility. You know what that feels like? The men that have daughters in the room, you got granddaughters. You know what that feels like. You know what it's like to have a precious little girl and you worry about your little girl when she leaves home or when she's away from you. Because you know the dangers in this world. You know how some men operate. Todd Mac, thank you for the heart me. Have you ever been in a situation? Have you ever been in a situation where you were in close proximity with a man and you worried that this man may try to rape me? You know what that feels like? Paul, welcome in. How you doing, Corey? Mm-hmm. Todd, thank you for the level of sparks. Separate oneself? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by separate oneself? Last night, me and my daughter, we were out minding our business, just riding the bike, and we get messed with. We minding our business. These guys spot us, and then they start yelling profanities at us. We're minding our business. We're separate. I went the other way, and guess what? They followed us. Some of you men need to be honest about how men are, and stop putting that blame on women. Wondering if a guy is going. You men, just to be quite honest, quite frank, men don't have to deal with the same level of caution as women do. When a man goes out, let's say he walking, going for a run late at night, taking his dog for a walk late at night, you guys, whenever you leave out the door, you don't wonder like, maybe I gotta carry something with me just to protect myself in case somebody wants to kidnap me or possibly rape me. You worrying about, for the most part, somebody may try to rob me, right? But you don't have to worry about rape to the extent that women do. Now, if you are around a man and you know that he is that way and he's aggressive, it might cross your mind. I don't want to be too close to this dude. I don't want to be by myself with this dude. But as a woman, as a little girl, you think about it often, especially if you have daughters. And you know what? With that statement, what I'm replying to, I just want to say thank you to all the men in the room that are not that way, that protect women, that don't have that way of thinking, because you guys make a huge difference. And I know it may not be many of you guys, but I'm so appreciative to you. Women should be able to dress how they want. Men are solely responsible for rape and try to blame women for their deviant behavior. I agree. How you doing, Desmond? Nobody should be bothering you or your daughter. I got a pew pew and I carry it with me and I had it on me last night. Wrong for men to grape and grape is not okay. I look like Jesse Reyes. I'm a father to a daughter, and I know how some men are. I looked after many women in bars. Daniel said, respect women. My pet peeve on life is don't mess or hurt women and kids. How you doing, Desmond? Thank you, Carl. I hope you're doing well, sir. But my sisters have watch over their friends. It's very true. Being the oldest brother in the house, I had to watch out for my youngest sisters through high school and college. Women had to be extra careful when alone or traveling. I know there's some really kind-hearted and men that know right from wrong and that want to look out for women, not just your family. If you were to see a woman out and she being messed with, you would absolutely step up and step in to protect that woman. And you guys know how other men are. Thank you, Carl. We appreciate you. We had Bible reading and Bible study last night, Carl. We do it on Sunday and Wednesday nights if you want to come back on Wednesday. got out of a toxic marriage. I'm so sorry to hear that, Abandon. I'm not sad. We talking about something serious, but I'm not sad. I reach a point right now. You need to settle down. I will be live. Well, not on YouTube because tonight is movie night, so I can't stream the live on YouTube because of the audio. Brandon and I agree to an extent, but modesty is a biased attribute for both genders. You gotta know right now, if a woman is showing a bunch of skin, she can get upset by the attention that she gets, right? If men looking, because they're gonna look, right? Men gonna look. Anybody will look if you showing skin, right? If you exposing yourself. But the difference comes with keeping your hands to yourself. I don't care if a woman is standing in front of you naked. Just because she's standing in front of you naked, that don't mean that you get access to her body. And the men that think that if a woman is standing, you see a woman showing skin, and that means she giving you an invite, you need to go have yourself evaluated by a doctor, because that's not right. That's like saying, hey, I see your wallet over there on the table. Because you have it out, that means I can take whatever's in there. You leave your wallet out on the countertop or table around a person, and because it's out, now you know that somebody may try to mess with it, but you're not giving a person permission to. Well, you left it on the table. You wanted me to take what was in it. Don't you think a person's body is more valuable than some money? Thank you, Daniel. You're very welcome. The people, the guys that think like that, I wonder if you have daughters and granddaughters. I'm willing to bet some of y'all do have daughters and granddaughters. It's hot. Thank you, TJ. It's hot. It's gonna be 106 today. It'll be 106. Black Forest, welcome in. Kareem, how's it going? Hold on, YouTube. I gotta respond to a text message, okay? I'm back. Men are driven by a woman's looks. It's no excuse for SA, but at the same time, it drives men urges forward, and it's modesty for our Creator, not just for other people. I cover up. I teach my girls to cover up, but okay. Everyone says that men are visual creatures. They say men are visual creatures. They gonna look, right? And my whole thing with that is, that may be true, but if men are such visual creatures, how is it that they live in some of the environments that they do? You're a visual creature, but your apartment, your home looks like trash. There's trash everywhere. Like, human beings are visual creatures. That can be said for men and women, right? Women. I'm responding to somebody. TJ, you gotta remember I'm on YouTube too. Women, any human beings are visual creatures, right? But a person should be able to wear whatever they want to wear. Like I said, now a woman can't get mad if a man is looking, but as long as he keep his hands to himself, then you want to buy a cookie. My Mr. Friend, how a woman chooses to dress is absolutely no excuse for any man to do anything to her. It's a man's responsibility to control his own actions and urges. I agree. We dress modestly for worship. Everybody has their own beliefs, their own belief systems when it comes to how they should dress, right? And I feel like a person should be able to dress how they want to dress without people thinking that means they get access to their body. Big Mike, how's it going? Kamara, welcome in. 80, how's it going? Marvin, how's it going? Alright, y'all. Let's read some science articles. Let's change this to read some science articles. Scooby Gang, how are you? It's complicated, but I don't think anyone, man or woman, should dress to garner attention from others. I don't think any one man or woman should have to worry about the way they dress and with the fear that somebody is going use it as an invitation to their body. Crime is extreme. Drugs are destroying our homes and gangs are separating our families. This being said, it is extremely important to try and set better examples as men. Not everybody has your beliefs or my beliefs. We are responsible for ourselves. Clothes are not an invitation to do harm. I agree. Thank you, TJ, for the rosas. Paul said the men you are describing are simply predators. Okay. Hey, did you all see that there was a horse in the Kentucky State Fair that it was electrocuted? Yeah, a horse named Mr. Spots was electrocuted at the fairgrounds. Any man that justifies inappropriate behavior based on a woman's clothing isn't a man. Oh, he did not survive. Mr. Spots, a 5-year-old American saddlebred horse, tragically died from electrocution on August 19th. He had traveled from Oregon to compete in the World's Championship Horse Show at the Kentucky State Fair, but was fatally shocked after stepping on an energized metal crossbar in a temporary stable. Oh, that's so sad. Jack, how's it going? Okay, let's look up some science articles. Let's see what's going on. Just like how I wouldn't wear expensive watches similar in an obviously dangerous environment. How you doing, Gary? Welcome in. Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate that. Be humble. Thank you for the follow. Samuel, thank you for the follow. Okay, this article is from the Washington Post. It's about lettuce. They say why we should stop eating lettuce, glycospore or not. Lettuce makes us sick, wastes resources, and has minimal nutritional value. Why are we still consuming it? Oh, let's see if they will allow me to read it. Oh, they're not gonna let me read it. I don't want to sign up. Alright, guys, we gotta find another one. Cabbage better. I don't know, it wouldn't let me read it. I don't want to sign up for it. Y'all want some space daily? I try not to read too heavy stuff because let's see. Alright, on this day in space, August 24th, 2006, today the 24th, right? Pluto loses its planet status. For now, Pluto would just have to be the king of the dwarf planets, and that's pretty cool too. So on August 24, 2006, the International Astronomical Union, so IAU, decided that Pluto wasn't a planet anymore. Since that day, Pluto has been officially classified as a dwarf planet, along with 4 other confirmed dwarf planets in the outskirts of the solar system. This decision sparked outrage around the world, and the controversy is still very much alive today. Astronomers in favor of Pluto's demotion argue that a planet by definition should have cleared its orbit around the Sun. Pluto and the more distant dwarf planets failed to meet this criteria. When Pluto was reclassified as a dwarf planet, many astronomers and scientists weren't happy with the result. "I'm embarrassed for astronomy," said Alan Stern, leader of NASA's New Horizons mission to Pluto, and a scientist at the Southwest Research Institute. Less than 5% of the world astronomers voted. Stern argued that according to the IAU's new definition, many other planets in our solar system would fail to meet the same criterion. Earth, Mars, Jupiter, and Neptune, for example, all share their orbits with asteroids. But if Pluto were to keep its planetary status, many of the solar system's dwarf planets would also need to be classified as planets, and there could be hundreds in our solar system. While astronomers continue to debate the definition of planet and the implications thereof, the public has come together multiple times to defend Pluto's title. For now, Pluto would just have to be the king of the dwarf planets, and that is pretty cool too. I don't know. I remember when they demoted it. They made the change, and I was like, oh, that's kind of sad. Why not let it keep its title? Isma, how you doing? What do you think, Brent? Good morning, Jay. How are you? How's it going, Reaper Sigma? This one is also from Space Daily. NASA plans to send a working nuclear reactor towards Mars in the late 2028. Space Reactor 1 Freedom will split uranium atoms in deep space to generate electricity for its engines. The first test of technology NASA hopes will eventually help power human missions across the solar system. Oh, okay. I first saw you again. How you doing, Raymond? NASA has put a date on the idea that the United States has studied for more than 6 decades without sending beyond Earth orbit. The agency is targeting late 2028 for Space Reactor-1 Freedom, a roughly 12-ton spacecraft that would leave Earth, start a uranium fission reactor in deep space, and use the resulting electricity to run electric propulsion on the way to Mars. The mission is a plan, not a booked launch, with a named rocket and a completed spacecraft. NASA lists SR-1 Freedom as a future mission with a 2028 launch and a 2029 Mars encounter. Its central experiment is nevertheless specific: operate a coupled reactor, power conversion system, and Hall effect thruster beyond Earth orbit, then keep the reactor running long enough to establish useful flight experience. That wording matters. NASA is not putting a reactor on the Martian surface in 2028, and the spacecraft is not a crude prototype. It is a flyby payload delivery and technology demonstration mission intended to prove the parts future vehicles would need. How you doing, Black Casper? Welcome in. How's it going? How are you doing today? The current NASA mission page says SR-1 will target late 2028, with the agency's more detailed program material identifying December. The date exploits a favorable Earth-Mars alignment. Similar launch opportunities recur about every 26 months, which makes a delay more consequential than an ordinary slip of several weeks. NASA describes the mission as a Mars flyby and science payload deployment. The spacecraft is expected to weigh about 12,000 kilograms, communicate through the Deep Space Network in X-band, and deliver its payload at a Mars intercept. The agency has not said that the main nuclear spacecraft will land or settle into a permanent Mars orbit. The schedule is exceptionally compressed. NASA is repurposing the power and propulsion element developed for the Gateway lunar station, working with the Department of Energy on the reactor and drawing on electronic propulsion hardware already far along in testing. Space Daily's earlier examination of SR-1's architecture focused on this merger of two programs that were not originally designed to meet. Reuse is the reason a 2028 attempt can be discussed at all. It is not the same as having a finished system. The reactor, converter, radiators, shielding, spacecraft bus, and thruster still have to work as one vehicle. Many spacecrafts have carried nuclear power before. Voyager, New Horizons, Curiosity, and Perseverance use radioisotope power systems that collect heat from the natural decay of plutonium-238. The Department of Energy describes those devices as long-lived space batteries. They contain no controlled chain reaction. How you doing? Hawk. How's it going? How you been, Frey, man? How are you? Good morning, everybody. SR-1 is different. Its reactor is intended to split uranium atoms in a sustained fission process. NASA lists high assay low enriched uranium, or HALEU, is a fuel in a 20 kilowatt electric closed Brayton cycle power system. 20 kilowatts is tiny beside a terrestrial power station, but substantial for a compact reactor that must survive launch and operate unintended. The distinction also narrows NASA's claim of a first. The United States placed the SNAP Gen A fission reactor in Earth orbit in 1965. A fission reactors have flown in Earth orbit since. No reactor has powered a spacecraft on any interplanetary trajectory beyond Earth orbit. SR-1 is intended to cross that boundary. The idea has been in Space Daily Archive for a long time. A 2001 article on nuclear power in the outer solar system described the same underlying attraction. An ion drive supplied by a compact reactor can keep operating when sunlight becomes too weak for practical high-power solar propulsion. You want to order space ticket? SR-1 uses nuclear electric propulsion. The reactor produces heat. A closed Brayton system circulates a working fluid through a turbine and generator, converting part of that heat into electricity. Radiator panels dispose of the remaining heat because vacuums offer no surrounding air or water to carry it away. The electricity then drives a Hall effect thruster. Electric and magnetic fields ionize a gas such as xenon and accelerate the charged particles of the engine. The exhaust leaves a very high speed, allowing the spacecraft to obtain far more momentum from each kilogram of propellant than a conventional chemical rocket. The trade-off is thrust. A Hall thruster does not shove a 12-ton spacecraft away from Earth like a launch rocket. Its force is small, but it can continue for months. NASA's electric propulsion explainer compares chemical propulsion with a short drag race and electric propulsion with a long drive that keeps changing speed and direction. This is not nuclear thermal propulsion. A nuclear thermal engine passes propellant through a very hot reactor and expels a heated gas through a nozzle, producing much higher thrust. Space Daily recently revisited NASA's ground-tested Nerva-era nuclear rockets. SR follows the other branch of the family tree. Reactor heat becomes electricity first, and electricity powers a low-thrust ionized exhaust. The spacecraft bus is based on Gateway's power and propulsion element. NASA currently lists the bus as generating 48 kilowatts of electricity, alongside the reactor's 20 kilowatt electric conversion system. The mission artwork retains large solar arrays because SR-1 combines the new reactor experiment with a vehicle originally built around solar electric propulsion. Its main propulsion hardware is an advanced electric propulsion system, including a 12 kilowatt Hall thruster. The significant step is not inventing electric propulsion from nothing. Hall thrusters have already accumulated extensive operating experience. It is coupling a flight reactor, Brayton converter, power electronics, and thruster, then running that complete chain. Hold on, y'all. The ads. When I'm reading these articles and then the ads popped up. Chain. Dang it. Okay, here we go. It is coupling a flight reactor, Brayton converter, power electronics, and thruster, then running that complete chain autonomously in deep space. NASA May Management Directive explicitly redirected Gateway's power and propulsion element, associated launch funds, and future missions resource toward SR-1. The directive also ordered an integrated program plan covering schedule, budget, contracting, facilities, and interagency work. That decision salvages hardware already under construction, but it creates new interfaces. A Mars-bound reactor adds thermal loads, radiation shielding, control software, and structural requirements that the Gateway bus did not carry in its original lunar roll. Existing hardware reduces some work. It does not erase integration's risk. Y'all want me to keep reading because that's a long article. If you want me to send it to you, I can send it to you, but it's pretty long. I didn't realize how long. I try not to pick ones that are too long. Tyrone, how's it going? Thank you for the finger hearts. Good morning to you, Tyrone. Studio Boogie, how's it going? Thank you, Daniel. Hammer Time, good morning to you. How are you? New Level Living, how's it going? That one was from Space Daily. When was it released? The 21st. Thank you. Blessings to you. My morning is going good. Tyrone, it's going well. I'm feeling good. How are you? How was your weekend? Okay, last article. Last Science Daily article. All right. This one came out today. It was released today. It's not as long. Charles, how you doing? Good morning to you. How you feeling today? So this one is the Loughborough University. It was released today. It says a tiny rainbow on a chip could help supercharge 6G networks. So why the rainbow comparison? Like a rainbow, a microcomb is made up of many different frequencies of light. In a rainbow, these frequencies blend together. In a microcomb, the frequencies are separated in precisely spaced, like teeth of a comb. The light produced by a microcomb in this study is invisible to human eye. Illustrations generated using artificial intelligence. I'll show you all the picture if it shows. You can't really see it that well. A microchip about the size of a grain of rice can generate a highly organized rainbow of light, a capability that could eventually support faster, higher capacity 6G communication and extremely precise timing for quantum technologies. Physicists at Loughborough University, working with an international research team, demonstrated a system that produced a series of precisely spaced light frequencies. Those optical frequencies can then be converted into multiple high-frequency electromagnetic signals known as millimeter waves. Peace and joy, how's it going? Millimeter waves are attracting growing interest for future communications because they can provide considerably more bandwidth, giving networks more room to transmit data. A major obstacle, however, has been producing these signals with the precision and stability required for advanced applications. The world is becoming increasingly data hungry. We want to send and receive more information faster and in higher resolution, and millimeter waves could help provide that capacity to do that. They could ultimately contribute to faster, higher capacity 6G networks, but the potential goes far beyond communications. These frequencies could also be used in radar systems as well as spectroscopy and astronomical instruments, helping scientists study materials and make extremely precise measurements of the universe. How are you doing? And Miko, thank you TJ for the gold populars. These applications are still some way off, and there are challenges to overcome before the technology can be used in real-world systems, but our latest work has tackled a major one. So one method of producing millimeter waves relies on a device known as a microcomb. A microcomb generates an extremely precise set of light frequencies arranged somewhat like the colors in a rainbow, although the light itself is invisible to the human eye. A specialized antenna can then convert those optical frequencies into millimeter waves. Earlier research demonstrated that microcombs could produce a single precise millimeter wave frequency. Generating many frequencies simultaneously could be far more useful because each could potentially serve as a separate channel for transmitting information at the same time. That's cool. Achieving that, however, requires a microcomb with exceptional stability and signal quality. In a new Nature Communications paper, the Loughborough-led researchers report a system capable of doing exactly that. Their approach produces a stable, high-quality microcomb that can be converted into several precisely spaced millimeter wave frequencies simultaneously. The difference lies in how the microcomb is produced. Conventional systems typically shine laser light into a micro resonator, a tiny structure built onto a microchip that traps light and allows it to circulate. The Loughborough system instead connects the chip-based micro-resonator to a much larger loop of optical fiber. Laser light continuously travels through both parts of the system, helping the desired optical states form and remain stable. Hey Marsha, how you doing? Thank you, Tyrone. We've essentially created an incredibly precise and stable rainbow on a chip, where the loop keeps feeding the light back through the chip, allowing these states to build up efficiently, start on their own, and remain stable even when the system is disturbed. It's remarkably robust too. We even had people jumping up and down next to the system, and the microcomb remained stable. Oh, that's wonderful, Daniel. Oh, that's so sweet. Tyrone, thank you for the Tyberland Sparks. Thank you, TJ, for the Go Popular. The researchers also showed that they can manipulate the microcomb's rainbow by increasing or decreasing the strength of individual frequencies. Importantly, the precision and stability of the optical microcomb were preserved after the light was converted into millimeter wave signals. That control could allow future systems to generate different combinations of frequencies depending on the application. Being able to make individual frequencies stronger or weaker gives us much more control over the signals we produce because different applications will need different combinations of frequencies. Just as importantly, we've shown that the precision of the microcomb carries through to the millimeter waves. That gives us a whole set of highly controlled signals, which is exactly what you need for applications where accuracy and stability matter. The same level of precision is valuable for timing. Precision timing sits at the core of emerging quantum technologies, where extreme accuracy is a requirement. Thank you, Tyrone, for the heart puff and the lives. The team is now investigating how the microcomb system could eventually move from a laboratory experiment into practical technology. Although the central microchip is only about the size of a grain of rice, that's incredible. The entire system currently occupies a tabletop laboratory setup. Researchers believe future versions could become significantly smaller and more energy efficient, potentially compact enough to fit inside a shoebox. One possibility the team is especially interested in using the technology aboard satellites, where minimizing size, weight, and power consumption is particularly important. Researchers are also working to determine the ultimate accuracy of the microcomb system. They are comparing it with precision clocks and investigating possible uses in timing, navigation, and position through collaborations with the National Physical Laboratory as part of a broader efforts in involving the National Physical Laboratory in the UK hub for quantum-enabled position, navigation, and timing. We're really excited to see how far we can take precision and stability for these microcombs, particularly for technologies that rely on extremely accurate things. We hope this study and our system open up new ways of bringing this extraordinary precision of atomic clocks into more compact technologies for timing, navigation, and position. And it is particularly exciting to explore the possibilities through our wider collaboration UK hub for quantum-enabled position, navigation, and timing. That's pretty cool. Did I do that? Hello.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I think I might have sent you a request when I was wiping. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what you do. I can help you out. Do you want me to drop for you?
Yeah, if you could.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Bless you.
Have a good day. I wish there was a way I could take that off, but I can't. He was nice. He was very nice. I wasn't trying to, but you know, TikTok is always sending the invite for a match. Invite the live creator to a match. I don't do the matches. I wasn't trying to, but he was so nice. All right, y'all. No more science articles. I'm not trying to put y'all to sleep. I know not everybody likes reading that stuff like I do. Yeah, we can do the hurdle. Let's go. TJ, how your grandbabies doing? I prayed for them last night. We can do the hurdle. That was a good one. I thought it was. But you know, not everybody's into that stuff. All right, let's start with the word dream. If anybody wants to come help us on YouTube, we are playing the daily hurdle. Those jokers are living life. They were in Toronto for a week. Oh. It's Ivy, and what's your other grandbaby's name? Ivy and Iona. I love that. Ivy and Iona. I like that. I like names that start with I. Yaya's middle name starts with the I. Mm, Fiber. Okay. Ooh. Kenny, thank you for the follow. They shower me with hugs and kisses. I miss them. Aw, that's so sweet. So we got an I, R, and E. The R can be in the first. Either the R is gonna be first or last. Granddaughter name is Ivy Michelle. Oh, two grandbabies named Ivy. It flows smoothly, Ivy. What about trice? Or is it thrice? How you say it? Trice? How you doing, Michelle? Red hair and blue eyes calls you Papa. Oh, can't end it. Oh, yeah, you're right. That's so sweet, Papa. If I become a grandmother one day, I want to be called Lola. All my grandbabies call me Lola. Lola. I'm not a grand. I don't see myself as a granny. My mom's mother, we called her granny. That I don't want that at all. But I don't know. We called my dad's mother Mima. Did you see me being a Mima? It's okay, 13. I thought Lola. Lola. Some people say Gigi. I don't know about that. We can't use Yaya because Yaya is Yaya's nickname. Ex-wife name Gigi. So I thought Lola would be cool. This is Lola. Lola or Lala. He said, yuck, that was my ex-wife. Lolita. Her name was Lola. She was a showgirl. Yellow feathers in her hair. Her dress got down to there. She did the cha-cha. I'm sorry. Was your auntie name? Yeah. I remember I was little and I met this, I think I had to be about 9. I met this woman. Her name was Yaya. I thought she was so beautiful. And I told her, I said, when I get older, if I have a daughter, I will name her Yaya. And it worked out that way. Bamzard, how you doing? Yaya. I asked Yaya last night, I said, do you ever get tired of me telling you how beautiful you are, how wonderful I think you are? She said, no. I said, good, because I'm going to keep on telling you. I tell you, you ever get tired of me telling you how cool you are? She's like, well, I am cool. What about Erie? Oh, I can't end it either. That's nice. Teddy, how's it going? What about resin? RESIN. Oh, man. Okay, process of elimination. So R is not first, second, or fourth. So it's either third or fifth. Mm, IER, maybe. Mm, what ends in IER? What about plier? Plier? Mm, plier? Let's try it. Ooh, that's it. I was not expecting. What's wrong, Desmond? I was not expecting that to be it. We got us one. So we got an E and an R. What's wrong, Desmond? What's wrong? What's wrong? Oh, but we got an S and an E in there. So that E right there, does that mean there's two E's? What happened, Desmond? What happened? Does that mean there's another E? D Mark, Dr. Mark, how's it going? Horse? Mm. What about reuse? Ooh, got another one. So there was two E's. Cool. Thank you for the follow. Okay, we got an R. We doing okay. We doing okay, Mr. Friend. Cool. Thank you for liking the live. TikTok, you want to help us out? We're guessing the 5-letter word. 5-letter word. We need a 5-letter word. There's an R in there. We just don't know where the R goes. Thank you, Rich. Thank you. We can't use dream because that one not gonna work. Train. Ooh, okay. So the R is the second letter, and there's an A in the word. We don't know where the A is. 38, how you doing? Looking so much more relaxed. What do you mean, Bernard? What do you mean? Ariel. Even before. Kendra, how you doing? Too hot, welcome back in. Let's see. Vernon, how's it going? What about aroma? Okay. R and O is the second and third. Be okay? I'm good. I'm good too, Hog. Welcome in, Sean. So A is not in the first spot. It's somewhere else. Mm. How you doing, Papa Daddy? Welcome in. We can try that one. Okay, okay, okay. That makes me happy too, Hog. Okay, guys. 5-letter word is blank O R. Okay, is blank ROA blank. We gotta finish it. We gotta finish it. Mm. Do you remember the 3 degrees? What do you mean? What do you mean? 3 degrees? Crosswords are too easy for me. Oh, okay. You got a word? Help us with the word. Let me type it in the chat. That's the word. We need to figure out the first and the last letter. Grown. Okay, okay. Oh, there no in. No, 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 no. What about croak? Croak. Tabby got her another one today. Okay, the word was croak. The word was croak. Next word. There's an O in the word, but we don't know where it is. We don't know where it is. Mm. Let's see. Think of a 5-letter word that contains an O. Wood. Okay. All right. So O is in the second spot. Blank. Okay. Is blank O blank blank blank. We know the word is okay. 5-letter word. There's an O in the second letter. There's an L in the word, but we don't know where it is. There's an O in the word, but we don't know where it is. All right, Jay. What about hotel? Hotel. Oh, okay. I'm not explaining. Hold on, let me figure out. Can you see it? O is in the second spot. It's blank, and then the E and the L, those are there's an E and the L, but it's not in the second spot. It's not in those spots. Yeah, we got it. We on to a new word. I love it. So we got another word. It's blank, O blank, blank, blank. But there's an E and the L. They're just not in those two spots. You can't really see it too well. No, you don't gotta move. We gotta guess. We gotta move them letters around. Is it new? It's called the hurdle, word hurdle, daily hurdle. Mm. Anybody? The word contains an L and E, and then O is a second. The bottom is messed up a little bit. The bottom, the words that are blacked out, so that CRAKWUDHT, those are not in the word. They're not highlighted. They're not in the word. Okay, so I made an attempt. L is not in the first, fourth, or last, so it's either gonna be blank O L blank E, right? I bet the word is key. No. It has to be five, five letter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it has to contain L, S. O has to be in the second spot, and E has to be the last letter. Ooh. Uh, what about solve? SOL. Solve. It was solve. The word solve. EJB, how you doing? Thank you for the heart. Me, how you feeling today? The translator, it's okay. It was solve. The word was solve. SOLVE. Okay, last word. Last word. O is the second letter, and R is the last letter. What about motor? MOTOR. Oh, we thought the same thing. And that was it. Yay! We got it! Yay! We got it! Good job, guys. Teamwork makes dream work. We did a great job. We did a great job. High five, guys. 1, 2, 3, high five. You guys are amazing. Y'all so smart. We did it. We did it. We got that last one on the first attempt. We're building our streak back up. You guys did wonderful today. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Good job, good job. Teamwork makes a dream work. Absolutely. Thank you, Tuhawk. Good job, y'all. Good job. You guys did amazing. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna get off a little bit early. I'm gonna go inside and see what the girls are up to. Please keep Physics Bro, Tabbyland's ambassador, in your prayers. He has traveled back to his parents' home, and he is going through their belongings and donating stuff, and it isn't easy. He's figuring out what to donate, what to sell, what to get rid of. So keep him in your prayers today. I imagine that it has to be hard. I'll be back on tonight for movie night. So whatever you guys want to watch, if you got any suggestions, took a turn. Oh, I pray for your uncle Brent. I pray for just restoration and strength and healing for him. I'm so sorry. I send you a big hug, Brent. You have been dealing with a lot of loss in your family lately. I'm so sorry. Ronald, how's it going? I'm so sorry, Brent. I send you a big hug. All right, guys. I hope y'all have a wonderful and blessed day. I send y'all my love. I pray that you have a wonderful Monday. And yeah, I pray whatever you do today, you do with a smile on your face and love in your heart. Pray your day goes by well. I know Mondays are not easy, especially when you have been off of the weekend. But I hope I was able to brighten your day up a little bit. I'll be back on at 8:30 on TikTok. So those of you on YouTube, if you want to hang out with me tonight, you gotta go over to TikTok. Movie night. You said Bicentennial Man is a great movie. Thank you, Brent. Marvelous and magnificent Monday. Thank you so much. Man, there goes Physics Bro. I'll stick around for a couple more minutes because he came in. You've been out for the past 2 weeks. Have you enjoyed it? Physics Bro, we were just talking about you, praying for you, sending you love. All right. Thank you, wonderful life. Thank you, Physics Bro. I hope you have a lovely day. Dion, I see you. I hope you enjoyed your time off, Papa Daddy. Thank you, Physics Bro, for the heart me. Thank you, Two Hawks. All right, guys. All right. Desmond, I hope you have a lovely day. EJB, you missed the news today, but I'll be back on tonight. Paul, thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you to my wonderful moderator, Mr. Middleton. Cowboy Brent, thank you for keeping Tabbyland safe. You were on your own today. I appreciate you, Daniel. I hope you have a lovely day. Grand Rising from the UK. Thank you, Double R. You caught me at the end of my live, but I will be back. I shall be back on tonight. YouTube, I'll be back on tomorrow in the morning. Or you can always come on TikTok, Off the Grid Tabby. At Off the Grid Tabby. But all right, guys, try to stay hot. If you're in the south, it's going to be another scorcher today. So make sure you drink water. Make sure you wear your sunscreen. Okay? Everybody needs sunscreen. Brent, do you wear sunscreen? You need sunscreen too, okay? All that chocolate, when you go outside, it will melt in the sun. We don't want that. All right, y'all. I send y'all my love. I will see you guys. Bye-bye. I'm serious, Brent.